Hi, FlossTube.
Hello, FlossTube.
I'm Pam.
And I'm Stephanie.
And this is
Just Keep Stitching, episode 160.
Ooh, I had to glance real quick.
This is a big one, Pam.
160.
Can't believe you forgot.
Momentarily. It's a momentary lapse.
It's judgment there. Hello.
How you doing?
Welcome.
Welcome back. Welcome to anybody new. Welcome back to our faithful viewers.
Yes.
Who, you know,
160 freaking videos.
160 videos.
That's a lot of Pam and Steph.
That's a lot of videos.
That's like 120 hours of Pam and Steph.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Plus, that's probably closer to 150 hours.
Yeah.
Bless you for coming back.
I know.
This is a YouTube channel about cross stitch.
Fortunately, we are cross stitchers.
Yes, we know of what we speak.
So you come for the cross stitch.
You stay for the humor.
You stay for the crazy.
Yeah,
that's pretty much it.
I don't like crazy. Can we just say
funny?
Fun.
Stay for the fun
and the hilarity
and the hilarity
and the banter
and the banter. We get that a lot. Banter.
That's what we provide for you. You're welcome. It's just public service.
Public service.
Anyway, our week was sort of boring. From like we didn't. I mean, I felt like I was so busy all week.
Well, you worked more than normal.
Well, yeah, this is true.
You worked Saturday.
Well, I went to work Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah.
And then Wednesday I had a doctor's appointment and like 700 errands to run.
Oh, that's right.
And including stopping at Keepsakes.
Yeah.
And then Thursday I went on a little adventure, which we'll talk about later. I went on an adventure without Pam.
Stop the presses.
But don't worry, I was in good hands. And then Friday I worked. Saturday I worked. And here we are Sunday.
Yeah. The days are just ticking by.
Welcome to August, people.
Hey, welcome to August.
You know.
What's special about August?
It's almost, I saw this. Okay,
a lot of schools are opening.
I saw this on TikTok the other day.
Uh-oh.
So, August, what does August mean? August starts with AU. You know what else starts with AU? Autumn. Which means we're that much closer to autumn, which means we're that much closer to Halloween, which means it's almost Halloween.
There you go.
Let's go.
Happy
almost Halloween.
Halloween Eve.
I hate.
Yeah, welcome to the house that does not get any trick-or-treaters, but that loves Halloween.
Because I just hate outside. In the summer, especially. Yeah. However, today is a gorgeous day in Cincinnati.
Today, the weather gods answered our prayers.
For all the time we haven't spent outside.
And sent along a lovely day.
Humidity-less day.
Humidity-free day.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
An actual tolerant temperature.
Our air conditioning's off.
Well, it's pretty
did you
high.
Turn it back on? Smart.
But I mean, we've had it off most of the day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah.
Anyway, we'll take it.
Right.
So we hope that you all have had fantastic weeks as well.
Absolutely.
We've got some stitching done.
Yep.
This is the time of year where we're getting ready for some exchanges and things.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And so the whips are few, at least on my behalf, because I don't want to show them until I exchange them.
Right. And we have a lot of personal stitching exchange items at Keepsakes.
We do.
That are getting finished or have been finished by our lovely finisher Jan.
Yes.
And Barbara.
Mm-hmm. So we'll show those as we give them out.
As we give them out, we'll once we know that they've
been received,
we'll show you what those are. But
anyway, so I hope that your last week of August or last week of July was great. Ours was good too.
Yep. And
so
here we are in August.
So let's do our hashtag.
All right.
Our hashtag is Stitch Harmony.
Mm-hmm.
And for those of you who don't know what that is, it is our attempt at connecting stitchers together.
Right.
So, if you are someone out there in the world who does not have a stitching friend or a stitching group, or, and you would like to know if there are other stitchers in your area, either in, around, nearby, or within driving distance of your town, city, village, establishment,
hamlet,
community, whatever.
Cul-de-sac.
Cul-de-sac is getting pretty specific. Okay.
If you don't know a stitcher in your cul-de-sac, you are in a bad way.
Really? I know one stitcher on my cul-de-sac, and that's you.
That's what I'm saying. If you don't know another stitcher...
If I don't...
Never mind. Move on.
Do you all know someone on your street that stitches? Because I feel like that's asking a lot. I at least know someone in this town. Whatever.
Yeah, we do.
I think you're...
All right.
I think our definitions of cul-de-sac are different.
You sufficiently explained Stitch Harmony.
Anyway, so then they comment on our Pam, put your lip below, back, whatever you're doing. So you comment on our videos. You use the hashtag Stitch Harmony. It's play on eHarmony, get it? Where we connect people together with common interests. You know, on non-romantic, obviously. I mean, if it goes there, it goes there, but it's not our job. Okay. It's not our purpose here. But love is love. And so you comment on our video, and then we pick a Stitch Harmony comment every week to read. Why are you laughing at me?
Just, never mind, keep going.
Okay. Can't wait for you to tell me later. And then if it strikes our fancy, then we pick it, and we decide to share it with the Just Keep Stitching world and community, and hopefully there is someone else who's listening that lives in around nearby within driving distance of this person, and they can comment, and we'll go from there. So who is our commenter this week, Pam?
Our commenter is...
Stitch Harmony commenter.
Yeah, our commenter for Stitch Harmony is a woman who has used the hashtag more than once, and I've never picked her.
Because we get a lot.
Hello, do you know who I'm talking about? This is a lovely woman whose name is Mona Cunningham, and she lives in St. Louis. And this is what she wrote after last week's video. Dear Pam and Stephanie, your video this week had such a strange occurrence for me. It showed a chart called Lady Rachel Ruth, and if you remember, it was the chart...
Scattered seed sampling chart with the rabbit.
Scattered seed with the bunny in the costume.
Not a costume, it was her cloak.
It was her cloak. Yeah. Okay. And then she said that her email address has been Rachel Ruth, plus some numbers, at her email address for about 20 years or so. So, of course, when we said Rachel Ruth, her ears picked right up. I picked those two names for my best friend in Florida, Rachel, and my mother, Ruth. In all these years, I have never seen them together like that until today. Isn't that
first time for everything?
Imagine that. I just had to comment on that. Also, hopefully, the third time will be the charm on this.
Ding, ding, ding.
Hashtag Stitch Harmony, St. Louis, Missouri. I would really love to meet a stitchy friend. Well, Mona, let's hope this works.
Let's get them together.
I would really love to meet a stitchy friend. I've been cross-stitching since I was 23 when my mother-in-law taught me. And today, which was the day she commented,
lovely.
July 28th, 2020, I turned 56.
Dang, you was just for a minute.
Your videos are the highlight of my week. My cat Sammy loves it when Muffin or Mosey makes a cameo.
I have no idea where they are right now.
She sits next to me on the bed while we watch and I stitch. Have a great week. Love from Mona in St. Louis. So,
Mona,
let's make this happen, people.
All right, so if your ears perked up at the
mention of St. Louis,
yes, then, or because you live in, around, nearby, within driving distance of St. Louis, Missouri,
right,
then please comment on this video and say, hello, Mona.
Right.
I am so-and-so.
Right.
And I would love to connect with you.
Right.
And then it is up to you, Miss Mona, to go down through and read through the comments.
Poor Mona knows how it works. She just wants to be matched up with
We're gonna get you a Stitch Harmony friend. Okay, we're gonna do this.
We're gonna do it.
So then Mona find someone who's commented that says they live close to you in St. Louis, and then you guys can start a dialogue and connect, and hopefully a lovely stitching friendship blossoms from it.
That's right. That's all we ask.
St. Louis Stitchers unite. Correct. I know there's stitchers in St. Louis.
Oh, we do. We know a couple of them.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So, come on.
Let's go.
Wake up, St. Louis.
Wake up, St. Louis. It's time to party. Just kidding, but seriously.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So, that means it's time for Pam's pinned comment. And this one was pinned early in the week.
This is hysterical.
Because I said,
I die over this.
Michelle Dooner, this is your week.
Yes, Michelle.
Michelle, this is what she wrote. You want to talk about a storyteller.
I mean, this is pretty good.
Hi, Pam and Stephanie. This comment is a little off the wall, but I had to share it with
I've never
you.
been
And
more.
yes, you did.
Yes, this is everything.
I'm one of those people who wakes up trying to analyze my very vivid and weird dreams. How many of you do that?
I have a dream journal.
For some reason, I have yet to figure out. I dreamed that I visited you at your home, and the setup for your FlossTube videos was completely staged. I went all through your house, couldn't find one cross-stitch project hung on your walls. And you lived in Memphis, near the Mississippi River. And I asked Steph how she could work at Keepsakes and not live in Ohio.
Love a long commute.
She just looked at me with her big eyes and smiled. Then,
wait for it.
a bunch of people started showing up with dishes in crock pots. And then I woke up. But I woke up happy. Thank you for having a positive influence on my subconscious and making me laugh to the extent that I dream about visiting and laughing with you. So, Michelle, you know.
Michelle, that's hysterical.
This was
Good.
Primo comment.
I mean, to have that kind of a dream is just super funny.
When we start appearing in people's dreams,
Then you know it's...
the end is near.
The end is near. Oh, good God.
Good God.
Okay.
All right, well. Talk about stitching, shall we?
We shall.
All right, we're going to talk about Stephanie's first.
What do the notes say, Pam?
They say Stephanie, so that's
how
where
it
we're
goes.
going.
You know why I do it that way, right? Because
No.
Pam's pinned comment comes for, I like to balance out the amount our talking.
Oh, I
So
see.
Pam's pinned comment where you do the majority of the talking.
So we're kind of like a tag team. Is that what you're
Pretty
saying?
much.
Okay, good.
Okay, so I worked on my secret. So in December, for the last 2 years, and then we're going to do it again this year, we have had a Whistle Stop Crew Secret Santa.
Right.
And we picked names for Secret Santa back in January.
Right. Thinking that we would have more time to, really
Think
about-
hit out of the park.
think about maybe
Yeah.
something extra special for our
Yeah.
recipient.
Right.
Right?
And so I've been working this week on my gift for my stitchy friend. But I want to make sure that I have something to show you all every week. So I've been working a little bit more on my Sewn in Friendship. This is the heartstring samplery side. This I'm doing as a stitch along, or more or less a gift exchange with Kia, my best friend Kia. And so I am stitching this side for her. She's stitching the Plum Street side for me. And then when we exchange them, then we're going to exchange patterns. We're going to stitch the other one for you.
Right.
So, and I have been,
Wow, you've made a lot of progress.
well, not since really last week. I only worked on it one day,
Yeah, but,
but I got a lot of the urn done.
yeah.
So there's that. So I worked down in the urn. There you can see. So the urn is almost done. There's a few more rows of black there. But then I get to go over to the flowers, and I'm very excited about it. So this is stitched on, Key and I are doing it on the same. This is on 40 count Confederate Gray from Weeks Dye Works. And I will say, for all of you people out there who have heard me talk about 40 count and have contemplated trying it, I highly recommend, if you have been like a 32 count stitcher and you're like 40 count's so small, but you want to give it a go, I highly recommend starting with a Weeks 40 count. The weave is just that much looser. So, like, the other project that I'm working on for my Secret Santa is on a 36 count fabric. And the X size, and it's a picture of this plus, so it's a Zweigert base, 36 count fabric. The X size on that project is smaller.
Wow, that shows how loose that is.
Than this X size.
Right.
Now, which is crazy. So it maybe there, there's always a chance that I purchased this mislabeled. Maybe this is 36, maybe or 35 or something like that. I don't know. But it has the orange thing in the salvage, so that's supposed to mean that it's Zweigert based fabric, but man, does it not feel like it.
Right.
And I particularly like this look. I have no problem with the look, but when I switched to that other project, I was just like, this is so weird to me that it's so much tighter for a 36 versus
for the weave of the fabric.
What this is supposed to be is 40. So, so just keep that in mind. It might be a really good transition for you from 32 to 40 if you start with a week's 40 count, because the weave will be that much looser. So, I love this. I think it's fantastic. I have no problem with it. So, so I think I'm going to, I have my August ornament that I have to start this week, but aside from that, I'm going to at least work on this one day a week, so that way I for sure have something to show you guys. So that's that.
And that's it for you, isn't it?
It is.
Besides your secret stitching.
Besides my secret stitching, yes.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. It'll be worth it, I promise.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
What are you working on, Pam?
Well, it was the end of the last week of July, so I was anticipating what August was going to bring in terms of my WIPGO card, and thinking about possibly pulling out something I haven't stitched on in a while. So I was kind of marking time the last week of July. Jessie Marie did call 2 new numbers on the 27th of the month, which I think was Tuesday, Tuesday or Wednesday.
Sure.
And so I know what is ahead of me for August, but August being a weekend day, I kind of, like I said, I was marking time.
Yeah.
So I thought I would make some more inroads on...
More what?
Inroads.
Inroads? How do you spell that?
INROADS.
Inroads.
Progress.
Okay. New word. Gonna write that one down.
New word.
Inroads. Is it
on?
Okay.
Can I speak?
Yep. Go. Sorry.
On the beautiful 12-month charts by Twin Peak Primitives, and it is called the I'll Be Home series, and it's not brand new, but a few months ago we used this for our weekly promotional
chart pattern of the week
chart purchase at 20% off. And then the idea came into my head that I would do all 12 of them on one big piece because I just love them so.
Yeah, they're fantastic.
And then the next thing that popped into my head was to host a SAL. There is a Facebook for the SAL. There are 2 very benign speed bump questions to join the Facebook group. If you're not on Facebook and want to participate in the SAL or follow the hashtag, it's I'll Be Home SAL, no apostrophe. And I am working on the February cottage.
Yeah, you are.
And I am stitching this on 32 count dirty linen. And I made some headway on...
Didn't have it folded appropriately, huh?
No, I guess I didn't.
Just give it your time. What else is new?
So I want to talk a little bit about some changes I made, and I'm not the only one who's making changes to these based on our tastes and our fabric.
Love it.
This is January. That's all completed. I had used the called for 841
Okay.
for the bunnies in January. And
Bunny.
I was willing to live with it for a while, and then it just kept bothering me. Well, wouldn't you know, 841 was also called for in the roof of the February house. And it was at that point that I said, it's got to be darker on this fabric. So I went to 841 DMC, and I found time this past week to go back and frog out the bunnies for January and use the 841. So I got the front door done on February. It's a lovely little door with a heart hanging off it. I remember when I first, and I think you can understand where I'm going to go with this. At first, when I looked at the digital rendering of the chart, I thought that was a little figure, a man.
A boyfriend, if you
holding a box of Valentines behind his back and waiting for the door to open. So maybe you can kind of see it if you let your imagination go a little bit. It's clearly not a person. It is a door with a heart on the hook. So I made some progress on this. I will hopefully, the plan is to finish this at some point during the month of August.
Right.
So I worked on that.
Beautiful.
And I managed to pick out my fabric and lay out my floss for my ornament for August. And we are doing Halloween ornaments prioritized so that those can get to the finisher ahead of Halloween.
Yes.
We do have a Halloween tree for those of you who are new. And so our idea this year was to populate more fully both our Christmas tree and our Halloween tree with more ornaments.
Yeah.
This is the picture, and it's basically a photocopy of the page from the 2012 Just Cross Stitch Halloween issue, and it's from 2012. And if you are a collector of these Halloween issues, 2012 was especially good issue of Halloween ornaments. And
I think we have
stitching.
this on the DVD thing too.
Right. So this is the picture. It's from Plum Street, and it's called Not Forgotten. And so that was the one that I had set aside to do as one of my Halloween ornaments. And I'm going to be honest with you, I think mine's prettier
than the photo. Well, this is also a photocopy of the picture too.
So anyway, it's only like 4 or 5 colors. And I'm stitching this on a 32 count unnamed BeStitchMe fabric.
Yeah.
And it's my first actually stitching on BeStitchMe. So I'm here to report I love it.
Yeah.
And
because this was the fabric you got on a Friday Night Fight Night, right?
I'm pretty sure.
Because if it was unnamed, then yeah, it would have been.
Oh yeah, it was unnamed.
Yeah.
So this is how far I've gotten.
Oh, that looks awesome, Pam.
And all I have left to do is the rest of this border, squared off at the bottom, and I'll finish that tonight. Between after dinner and bedtime.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And so my October ornament will be done.
These right here.
Yeah.
From looking at this photo, I thought they were snakes.
Yeah, because in the photo they look yellowy.
Yeah.
But they're really like kind of like weeds. You see the little buds on the ends.
Yeah.
And then the
so
3
cute.
Circles in the middle. Of course, this is supposed to be sort of like a tombstone.
Right.
It was a variegated Weeks color, I think, or sampler.
The inside is Adobe.
Yeah, that's Adobe, and I tried to stitch it stitch by stitch so that I would get some of that variegation. And even though there are 3 of them, I think they kind of look like bloodshot eyes.
Ew, they totally do.
Isn't
Ew,
that
I can't
funny?
see that.
No. Yeah. So, so I will have done by the end of today, the 2nd of the month, my August ornament, and then I can concentrate on my WIPGO card draws
Cool.
for August, and you'll see those as the month goes along.
Well, congratulations. That's so exciting.
So,
Awesome. I'm starting my August ornament this week.
What?
I said I'm starting my August ornament this week.
All of that stitching for me was after, what day did I finish it?
Well, Pam, I just don't know. I have to look. Hold, please. I think... oh, no, not TikTok.
We didn't do our...
Oh, my good night. Everyone's going to be so mad at us. Okay, hold on.
We'll go back.
Okay.
So, for the whips...
Wait, for my whip...
Yes.
And for your 2 whips...
Yes.
There we go.
I felt that.
So sorry. So sorry about that.
We gotta remember. We haven't incorporated that fully into our
I know.
thinking.
I need to continue to write sound effect on the notes, or else I
Read
will
the notes,
forget.
Steph.
Pam? I don't read them. I write them.
Had to.
You finished what you're about to talk about on the 29th.
Which was
Wednesday.
Wednesday. So on Wednesday, I finished my Women of the Mayflower.
Yeah, you did.
This is the pattern I'm talking about. It was on the cover of Fine Lines magazine, spring 2004. I did my own color and cotton thread conversion,
Yeah, you did.
based solely on the picture. Mm-hmm. I did make a couple, 2 or 3 changes, maybe 4 changes as I went along.
To better match the picture.
Or
the thread you already picked.
Or my thinking.
And I want to say really quickly, in regards to her color conversion, a lot of the threads that she pulled for that were part of the Thread of the Month Club that are not part of her regular line.
Right.
So therefore they're not available.
Right.
But what we have done at Keepsakes on my end is I have made a conversion to like Classic Colorworks, General Arts, and Weeks. So we have that. We have that at the shop.
Oh, wonderful.
It's in like a little diagram, and we have a conversion template that we fill in with changes.
Oh, wonderful.
So if you are somebody who has this and who wants our conversion
and wants to use available threads.
Right. Yeah. Then you are more than welcome to call the shop or email me. The ordering email is in the description box below. That's the best way to get in touch with me.
Right.
If you send it to Barbara, she'll probably just forward it to me. So it is what it is. But that's the best way if you guys are looking for that. So sorry.
Okay, so this was stitched on 32 count doubloon from Picture This Plus, and
In Lugana.
Yeah. And I love this.
Yeah.
I just love it.
It's great.
So there they are.
You change this to a brighter.
Yeah.
It's everything.
Yeah.
It's really a great change.
Yeah. It would have been, if I'd gone uniformly on that symbol, it would have been the same
as the heart, right?
No, not even that. It would have been the pale around these square medallions, which is very, very pale. And so I could have gone with the other rosy thread, which I can't remember the names now. But I just went with a totally different one.
It looks awesome.
And I just love it. I have done a little bit of research on these names. I have not proven my lineage back to the Mayflower. I've attempted with Richard Warren and William Brewster. And there is a generation in there that is very iffy.
Oh.
The woman has a very common name, and they've been unable to distinguish her from other women of the period who also had the same name and to verify marriages. So I am not a proven Mayflower descendant.
Got it.
Whether that'll happen somewhere down the road, I don't know. But in any event, I don't think I'm going to be able to prove it this year.
Oh.
So, it is what it is.
Yeah.
That's kind of the way genealogy works.
This is very true.
And
well, congratulations.
I wanted to get this done before coming to America is available.
Yes.
So, as is our tradition,
yes,
we are remembering this sound effect.
Right. Happy finishes, everyone.
Okay.
All right.
So, that means we want to talk about...
promotions.
How many do we have?
We just have one.
Yeah.
This week. This is the portion of the program where we talk to you guys about Twin Peak primitives.
Right. Our dear friends.
Yes. So we've been working with the twins over at Twin Peak Primitives now for over 2 years, I think. We love them dearly. And what we do every single week is we look through their beautiful collection of charts. We pick out a chart that we love, that we think that you will love too. We tell the girls what we picked. They say, okay, and they make it 20% off for all of our amazing viewers for the following week.
Right.
So, it's just for a week. So if you see it now, like if you're watching this video and 161 is not up,
it's
still discounted.
Right.
So, what is our pattern of the week this week, Pam?
The name of this adorable little scene is 24 December 1963. And it's...
How old were you in 1963, Pam?
I was...
At Christmas.
8.
Yes.
I was 8. So
I would pay so much money to see 8-year-old Pam.
There's a whole bunch of pictures.
No,
upstairs.
like live and in color.
Live.
I realize that that's not going to happen.
No, it's not.
However, I would enjoy it.
Anyway, we're going to insert a picture of this cute little retro scene
Christmas
from
scene.
1963 here. Isn't that cute?
I mean, it's adorable.
You know, there's a truck, there's gas pumps, there's a cute little store, and it's all at Christmas time.
It's a snowy scene.
Snowy scene.
So, it's that time of year, so get your Christmas stitching started now.
Right.
So if you would like to get yourself a copy of the Pattern of the Week, 24 December 1963, while it is discounted at 20% off, then you can do so by getting a PDF copy of the chart from either the Twin Peak Primitives website or their Etsy shop, both of which are linked below. If you would rather have a hard copy of the chart, totally fine too, but you can only get it from one place, and that one place is Threads Entwined, which is an absolutely fantastic online needlework shop, and so that is also linked below, so you can go get yourself your Pattern of the Week now.
There you go.
Okay, great.
I think it's just adorable.
Well, that's nice.
All right, so that means it's time for mail call. All right.
Okay, first
and foremost,
the circle of thank yous.
Yes.
As we and Annie have dubbed it, which is the thank you, thank you.
Well, thank you.
Where we make a video, all of you amazing people comment and say thank you for your videos, and we say thank you for watching, and here's a giveaway to say thank you for watching, and then we get a thank you card back from someone who won a giveaway.
Right.
And then we say thank you for the thank you card.
Right.
So, Melissa.
And the circle is complete.
The circle is now complete. So, thank you for this lovely card, Melissa. It's absolutely beautiful.
Yes.
You're very, very sweet. So, unnecessary, but we all love a good card in the mail, you know?
Right.
So, thank you so much for that.
Right.
And then, I had a lovely girl. Her name is Kelly. Hi, Kelly. She reached out, I think, if I'm remembering this exchange correct, and I'm sorry, Kelly, if I'm not, but I'm pretty sure that this is how it went. So, on one of the Stash and Unloading groups, someone had posted some Lizzie Kate stand-ups for sale.
Okay.
And someone who watches our videos, knew we were collecting them, commented on it and was like, Stephanie, look at this.
Right.
And I was like, thank you so much, but we already have that one. And so someone who saw this interaction, Kelly, she was like, well, what are you looking for? I have this, this, and this.
Right.
And so then we went and we moved it to a private message conversation, and lo and behold, I told her what we were looking for, and she happened to have one of the ones we were looking for. And so she mailed it to us, and it was so kind, and sent this super cute Snoopy card
Oh, gosh. Yeah.
Love it.
Isn't that great?
With a very, very lovely note. And she actually grew up here in Cincinnati, which I thought was super, super cool.
Right.
So,
Yep.
I wish you'd known about Keepsakes sooner.
Right.
As well. And so the one that she sent us is, I almost called it the wrong thing, is Joe Snow.
Yeah.
You guys.
Yeah. Isn't he cute?
Look at his earmuffs.
Complete kit with all the stuff.
It's got everything in here, including...
Right down to the earmuffs.
Including the linen. Yep, linen, everything is in there.
Yep.
And look where this originated from.
Mm-hmm.
The Needle Workshop in Wausau, Wisconsin.
Yeah. Isn't that funny?
Hilarious. So,
if you don't know...
Yeah, that's where we celebrated World Cross Stitch Day. We
celebrated World Cross Stitch Day up there last August.
Yeah, I was going to say that's next week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't it the 7th?
It might be.
I think it is.
We'll have to check that out.
So, very, very amazing. I love
Isn't that
this.
fun?
We have a bucket where we keep all of our Lizzie Kate stand-ups. And so this will go in the bucket.
Right.
So, thank you so much.
Yep.
Okay. What do you got, Pam?
Well,
That's it. Yeah.
I got a lovely, lovely package.
She sure did.
I got a notification from UPS that a package was being delivered. It's a great way to know something's coming, but what it doesn't tell you is where it's coming from.
Uh-huh.
And we get a lot of deliveries here, as you can imagine. Not just cross-stitch stuff, but food items and
produce, meat,
Amazon,
wine,
all kinds of stuff.
All the things.
So
because remember, we don't go
finally
outside.
got a proof of delivery, and I go out. I don't see anything on the front steps. And I'm like, oh, gosh. Because
and I was at work.
You've heard the saga of our street number, right? We're 5231, and they actually were stupid enough to number a house farther down into the cul-de-sac as 5321. So we've developed a relationship with our neighbors down in the cul-de-sac.
And it's more likely to be messed up if it's coming FedEx or UPS.
Right, because they don't read. They don't read. It's a wonder.
It's not that they don't read. It's just that they're not the USPS. They don't come to our house every day.
So anyway, it wasn't on the front steps, and I immediately think, oh gosh, here we go
down
again.
the street.
It's down the street. But no, they indicated that they left it out by the closed garage door.
Just
okay,
the front door.
Why didn't you just let it fly and have it land in a shrub or something for crying out loud? Anyway, anyway, there it was. I brought it in. It was only addressed to me.
Yes.
So I felt like I could at least open the cardboard box. Steph was at work.
Yeah.
Right? So I did, and inside were 3 beautifully gift-wrapped packages that I should have taken a picture of because they were professionally wrapped.
I mean, it was pretty
with
good.
Beautiful, beautiful ribbon around them.
Oh, you remember the picture you sent
color-encoded.
me? What about the picture you sent me?
Do you still have it?
Of course I do.
Because I said, look, this is what was coming from UPS. And so there you go. Yeah. With the beautiful ribbon around
Isn't it
each
nice?
one. And, whoops.
Everybody awake. Everybody awake.
Yep.
Okay, great.
Everybody's fine.
So, because Pam sent that to me when I was at work.
To show her, because we were all kind of mystified what could this be.
Yeah, exactly.
It wasn't Jenny's fault. It was just that, in those notifications, it doesn't say it's coming from, Amazon or whatever. So a lovely, lovely card, a papyrus card in a beautiful gold envelope with a seal. And look at this beautiful card with the starfish on it.
Look at that.
And a lovely, lovely sweet note. And from Jenny. And she kept talking about something hand knit. And I thought, hand knit. Now, we have a problem periodically distinguishing knitting from crocheting. We think we've got it down now.
Oh, no, I have no idea still.
But in any event,
sorry,
she kept mentioning this hand knit item.
And for the record, I knew all about this. Jenny has been playing this for months. And so when Pam was like, hand knit, I was like...
So there were 3 packages, and we started with... So I sent that picture to Steph, who was working at Keepsakes, and she said, will you wait until I get home to open up the 3 packages? And I said, oh, absolutely, sure. We have fun opening packages.
We do.
So the first one was a small box like this. So we opened that first. And inside was a lovely fob from the Primitive Hair. And it is a beautiful blue whale with a couple of 2 or 3 different other charms on it and a lobster claw for your
either scissors or bag or whatever.
Or bag or whatever. I think I'm going to put it on my scissors.
Yeah.
But isn't that beautiful?
Love it.
Not knit, but
still beautiful.
But still beautiful.
So there's more.
Then Stephanie goes, okay, open the flat one next. So again, a beautiful, beautiful sweet note. And she had shown me this. I do remember this now. She had asked me if I had this. And this is I guess vintage. Is anything before 2000 vintage?
Oh goodness.
In cross
that makes
stitch
me
anyway.
vintage.
This is from a designer called At River's End.
You ever heard of them before? Okay.
It is a multi-page chart, and you're going to see why in a minute.
Yeah, because it's quite involved.
And you know me and game boards, right? Someday
Yes.
there's going to be a game board wall. Someday.
Yep, gonna happen.
I'm only 65. I got lots of years left.
Exactly.
This is called Points of Light. This is a lighthouse-themed backgammon board.
That's so nice.
It is amazing. This might have to be started as soon as I can start things. Either in October
or otherwise.
So
I just realized that like this row is this row.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
See what I mean? And,
yep.
And that's same with that. Mm-hmm. That's really cool.
Yep.
I don't know if that has anything to do with backgammon because we don't know how to play backgammon. But
we might have to learn. Isn't that something? And the compass in the middle.
Is it all DMC?
No. There's
needle necessities.
There's a couple of needle necessities, and then some
pearl cotton
white number 8 and pearl cotton number 12.
You're gonna have fun with this one, Pam.
And of course, back in the 90s, they gave you DMC and Anchor. I don't know anybody besides Anchor Black that uses Anchor, but anyway, it's absolutely stunning. It's really absolutely stunning, and I love it. But again,
as you should.
Not knit.
Correct.
So then there was this box.
Uh-oh.
This box.
Ooh. With another lovely note. Yes.
And here comes the knit item.
Here comes the knit item.
This is made out of Barocco yarn, 50% wool, 50% alpaca.
Oh boy.
And it came out of the box and kept coming out of the box and kept coming out of the box. Look at this. All you knitters.
Look at it though.
Now, I don't know hardly anything about knitting, but I think this is a cable stitch.
Look at you knowing stitches in the correct.
I know somebody's gonna correct me.
I don't know what it is.
Look.
That's why I just said
that. Look.
It's so pretty.
And of course, the alpaca makes it especially soft, right?
It's gorgeous.
So,
it's a little less blue than it's showing up on camera.
It's really a beautiful.
It's like teal, and the
color is
so
absolutely
pretty.
Amazing.
Yes.
So.
There you go, Pam. There you go. Yes, Queen.
I'm ready.
She's ready.
I'm ready. Let the winter
wind cometh.
I'm ready. I look good in the scarf. I'm not a hat person, but I look good in the scarf, don't you think?
I think you look great in anything, Pam.
Jenny, this was amazing.
Yeah.
And totally unexpected.
Yeah. We love a good late birthday present around here because that means the celebration continues. It's my favorite.
Right. It's just amazing.
It's awesome.
It is just an amazingly generous gift. I'm assuming this is a labor of love for you.
Oh, yeah.
And so,
for sure.
I plan to enjoy wearing this as much as you enjoyed knitting it. And so, many thanks.
Yeah.
Just beautiful.
Thanks, Jenny. I had so much fun conspiring with you.
Yes. Okay, so...
Now we're on to haul.
Oh, we're on to haul. Okay, well, I'll just start because clearly you are the star of this segment.
Well, you were the star of mail call, Pam.
We've mentioned this Italian designer who has an Etsy shop in the past. We just think that they are just adorable. Mm-hmm. And this is called Wintertime, and it's a PDF download, so I just printed off the cover. Mm-hmm. And it's from, I'm going to say, Crocette Gogo.
Yeah, that's what we've always called it.
Crocette Gogo. Mm-hmm. And
oh, my good night.
Yeah, isn't that cute? I love the bears with the sweaters on. And the scarves. So there you go, scarves. There's a segue.
And look at the really curly ice skates.
Right. And the...
Over here.
Oh, yeah, the curly ice skates over here. There's so much detail. That's what makes a fun stitch, is as you go along, you discover things, right? Yeah. And I love this coffee pot with the cookies being dipped in the cocoa or the coffee.
It's so cute.
It's just adorable. Had to get it. To get it. Yeah. So, Crocette Gogo.
And will you keep a pile over there, please?
Okay.
Because I'm getting a lot going on. And will you actually put this in that pile, please? Mm-hmm. Thank you so much. Okay. So I also, what prompted us to visit Crocette Gogo's Etsy shop was because Pam was looking on Instagram and saw this posted by the designer and sent it to me. And I was like,
oh my God.
I'm like, just take my money.
This was purchased first.
Just take all of my money.
Right.
So, this is brand new from Crocette Gogo, and I'm not going to attempt to say the Italian name.
Oh, I will. La Zucca Volante.
Congratulations.
Zucca, you guys. You know what Zucca means.
Yep. It's called the Flying Pumpkin.
In English.
And so this is,
oh my God,
I just can't.
Yeah.
I mean, shut the front door.
Right.
Okay, so here are my favorite parts. Mm-hmm. This little cat with a purple cape. Mm-hmm. This little mouse with a wand.
Right.
These two cats holding on to the broom.
Right.
The little mice with the frickin' boiling tub of whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Cauldron, thank you. Mm-hmm. And, I mean, it's just great.
Yeah.
I mean, I like her really long hat with the spider flying off it.
Yeah.
It's all great. The details, like you said, are really good on her stuff.
Yeah.
They're super, super cute.
Yeah.
So, and it says 31 October, Witch and Cats Fly. Mm-hmm. So, I love it. It's so very cute.
Right.
So.
Here, you want me to take it over here?
No, because this is my pile.
Oh, I see.
Okay, so, this would probably be a good time to, like, I don't know, get some pens and paper out if you want to take notes.
Right.
Because
she got a bunch
some
of stuff.
haul.
Yeah.
From Keepsakes. I don't really know what happened. I really don't. I have no idea. Instagram.
Yeah.
So, if you are not following Blue Ribbon Designs, mm-hmm. I think it's BRD Girl on Instagram.
Right.
She does a lot of finishing. I think, from what I've seen, I think she has a finishing service. But I just love looking at her page and, like, getting inspired by her finishing. But then also, I'm like, I'm sorry, what chart is that?
Exactly.
Because I need it.
Right.
And so a lot of these were that.
Right.
Including this one. And this is from Tree of Life Samplings, and this is called Pursue Thanks. And she had it finished as a wall hanging, which I love. And I actually, this square down here is supposed to be, the background is supposed to be stitched. That's not going to happen. I'm just going to leave it blank. But I love it. I love the big white house. I love the pumpkin on top. And it says, thanks for blessings.
Right.
It's just so pretty. I love it. I guess it's supposed to be pursued.
So
thanks.
you saw it on Instagram under
Blue Ribbon Designs.
Blue Ribbon Designs.
Yeah.
And you bought it from Keepsakes.
Correct. Okay. Yeah, because it's not a Blue Ribbon Designs chart, obviously.
Right.
So, okay.
She's got a pile here.
I do.
Stack.
I do. It's terrible. Okay. These I just am adding to my Stacey Nash Animal Crackers collection. And the first is Paisley.
Oh my heavens.
I mean, just look at her. And I think it was Barbara, and she was like, that's so much stitching. And I'm like, and? Look at her. Yeah. But she, of course, has to have her boyfriend. So this is Paisley from Stacey Nash. And then this is Whitaker. I like Whitaker, I think, a little bit more, but don't tell Paisley. And I like this little thing, too. There's a little prim tree on it. And look at the little scarf. It's so cute. And yes, I know that's a lot of stitching. A lot of white stitching. But I don't care. I'm very excited about it. So I got those. These I saw on someone's finishing, I think it was Blue Ribbon, but anyway, it reminded me that I wanted to go back and look at more of the berries from Erica Michaels' Linen Berry collection. And I'm not going to be doing any silk gauze, so don't get excited about that. But I do like the linen version. So this is Sweet Berry. So it's like a box of chocolates. I'm not sure exactly what it says, but something, I think like Amore or whatever, but it's supposed to look like a, box of chocolates. And then this is Lucky Berry. And I love that. So here's like a really good picture, so you can see that the linen berry is that much bigger than the silk berry.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So they're companions to each other. They can be. There's some similarities, but there's also some differences.
Okay.
So, and they are sold separately. So when you buy the silk one, it's more expensive because the gauze comes with it.
Oh, okay.
And the linen berries are stitched on 32 count linen as opposed to 40 count silk gauze.
That's my happy place.
Good. I mean, yeah. Okay, and then both of these, I'm pretty confident that I saw framed by Jill Rensel. And that's another fantastic account to follow. And so this is, both of them are Plum Streets, and this is called Labor for Learning. And it says, labor for learning before you grow old, for it is better than silver and gold. And I had just not ever seen it before. And I really like the pinks. I really like the phrase. And I like all the strawberries. So, cute. This was from 2015. Yeah. Cool.
Yep.
And then also from Plum Street, I've been looking at this for 1,000 years. And I finally bought it. But it's called A Merry Heart, H-A-R-T. And it says, A merry heart maketh a cheerful countenance. And the reason I hadn't bought it yet is because these were just weird to me. I couldn't figure out what they were supposed to be. Are they like little Santa hats on top of flowers or something? So that might get some editing when I stitch this, but I just can't with that checkered house.
Yeah, the house is...
I mean, that house is great.
Right.
And I really love this. Is stitched on ale, and I love ale. So yeah, so I got that. So, and that is from 2015 as well. Okay, so last week I showed I guess I just like couples.
Yeah. You're getting into that whole couples thing.
The Paisley and Whitaker.
The Rachel Ruth.
Yeah, no, Rachel Ruth was the...
Oh, that was the rabbit.
Miss Isabella Black.
That's right.
From Scattered Seed Samplings.
Right.
I showed you last week.
Right.
Well, I had to get the husband. Or the boyfriend.
Or
I'm
at least the
assuming
boyfriend.
I'm assuming husband since they share the same last name.
Okay. Good assumption.
Thank you. So this...
Brother and sister, possibly?
Potentially.
Potentially.
And this is Sir William Black. Mm-hmm. Look at his boots, though. Mm-hmm. I can't with his boots. Right. Love it.
Yep.
Love it. And so cool. So those will obviously get stitched together. Okay. And, okay, now on to some new releases.
Yeah.
Okay, all of these I bought from Keepsakes, in case anyone was wondering. So, this is the latest installment from Little House Needleworks Hometown Holiday Collection. There are some of them that I really, really love. There's some of them that I could do without, but this one I had to get, and this is the post office.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
One, because of mail call. Two, because of all the wonderful Christmas cards we send every year.
Right.
So, I just think it's so cute.
Yeah.
Also, save the post office.
Correct.
Buy stamps, send letters.
Yep.
Do your part. Thank you. And then, okay. So, working as much as I did this week, I got the chance to work with Lenny and Susan a lot more this week than I have in the last 5 months. Just simply because our work schedule was spread out, whatever. And I showed this to Lenny, and she almost came unglued. And she was like, we need that. We need that. And I don't think that she would care me sharing this, but Lenny is a breast cancer survivor, as is Pam. And this is a new chart that was just released from Lindy Stitches, and my girl Steph. Hi, Steph. And this is called Beach Dance, and it is 2 boobies. And Lenny was like, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, they're boobies. And it's a bird that's literally called a booby. And then we saw pictures of baby boobies. And Lenny was like, oh, man, I gotta do it.
Yeah.
So, super cute. So, I just picture that as me and Lenny.
Yeah. I think that's great.
I'm that one. She's that one.
I think that's great.
Super cute.
Yeah.
I have no immediate plans on stitching any of these, just so everyone's clear, but whatever.
Making no promises.
And then we got our new releases from Heart and Hand. Very exciting times. And so I got the next installment in Square Dance, Christmas Square Dance, excuse me, and this is book 3. So it's got cozy,
love it,
jolly, and toys.
Yep.
So cute. Mm-hmm. And this is how I plan on stitching at least
those 3.
Well, not necessarily these 3, but I'm waiting for book 4 to come out.
Okay.
So I have all of them.
Right.
So then I can pick the 3
okay.
that I want to do with the Home for the Holidays.
Oh, okay.
So.
Okay.
So that is out. And then I got the next. Oh, well, you're technically going to stitch it, so you can show it.
Yeah, I love this. When Cecilia first posted it on Instagram, I just thought, yeah, I love this. It says, share your harvest to give meaning to life and peace to your heart. I love the sentiment, and I just think this crow, which she lovingly calls Patchwork Crow, is just adorable. I love the patchwork on her body and the cute little 2 crows that are accompanying her. I have 2 kids, so therefore,
perfect.
I just love it.
Perfect.
So I will probably be the one that is going to stitch Patchwork Crow.
Put it in your pile.
So it's in my pile.
Look at that. Lovely. And then the last newer release that no, there's more. But this one I did get from Keepsakes. This is Let's Talk Autumn from Hands On Design. And this is something I've been anticipating for quite a while because she had done a Let's Talk Winter or something that was in a keepsake calendar. Not Keepsakes, keepsake, totally different thing, from Hirschner's. Forever ago. And she's gotten a lot of, fan feedback, I guess you could call it, that are like, you should totally release that to the public and like to the general public, so it's not just in a calendar, and do the rest of the seasons, that would be great. So she started, and so the first release is this. So she said, I designed the original winter chalkboard for the 2018 Keepsake calendar. A group of stitchers asked asked if I would complete the seasons. They formed a Facebook stitch-along group, and I could hardly stand up. So, she's going to, like, kind of revamp the Let's Talk Winter, so it's a little bit different, but very exciting. And I love all of 3. So there's 3 charts in here for the big one and the pillow and the hoop finish. Now, so I like all of them. I think they're all lovely. But it was this post of this photo on Instagram that just really sold me. I love this so much. So I got it's all DMC. So I got the DMC. And even before I had the chart, so I purchased this. So there is a online shop. Now, I'm not going to make any promises that these bundles are still available because I bought mine a while ago and I've been holding on to it so I could show it to you guys when I bought the chart. So there's an online shop that's called Simple Stitches Fabric Shop. So I will, of course, link it below for you. Simple Stitches Fabric Shop. And they also have a Instagram account as well. And then great. So whoever I don't know first names or anything, but someone at this particular shop got with Kathy at Hands On Design and decided to make a fabric bundle of all of these fabrics, all the fabrics in this pillow that are used. So it's like a fat quarter bundle that you can buy. And so I marched my happy butt right over and got it. So it doesn't necessarily say
anything.
Well, it doesn't. I don't have like the salvages, but you can see. So
Is there more in the bundle than is called for in the pillow?
No, maybe there might be.
So you would pick.
Yeah, you pick which ones you want to use. Yeah, and so
it comes out of that bundle.
It does. So there's this one. I love this one, and the green stripe.
Right.
And then I love this one. And that one. And that one. And lastly, that one.
Yeah, beautiful.
And they're just, I mean, yummy, yummy in my tummy. And then also, I was given, thank you for supporting our family-run shop, which I thought was cute. And this is the fabric that is used to wrap this hoop.
Oh.
And then these 2 little leaves are actually done on perforated paper as like decoration for that. So my first immediate plan is to stitch that.
The small one.
And I happen to have a quilting friend.
Yeah.
Who has agreed to do the quilting for me for that. So I wanted to stitch it on. We have a few like Picture This Plus options for like chalkboard like ish fabric, but I didn't want anything that was super modeled. So I have something on order. So
there you go.
Yay for that. Okay. And then I did this last week, and so I just talked about how for the starts that we're going to have in October, been working at like getting threads, and I've had to call a ton of shops around the country, which is really fun, to look for some threads. And one of those lovely shops I called was the Stitchery Nook, which is in Osage, Iowa. Today is actually Sherry's birthday. She's the owner. So happy birthday, Sherry, if you watch this. And she is just a really lovely person. And so she had one of the colors I was looking for one of my October starts. And I needed 2 skeins, and she had 2, so she sent them to me. And I was like, but they can't travel alone, because that's just dumb. I mean, it's not dumb, but make the purchase worth my while, right?
Right.
If I'm going to pay for shipping from Iowa to Cincinnati, I might as well include something that's worth it.
Right.
So I just told her, I said, hey, pick me out something pretty. Well, unbeknownst to me, she carries color and cotton. So I was like, oh, you do? Okay. she didn't have a fat quarter left of any 40 count. And I was like, that's cool. Just send me 36. It's cool. So she sent me a fat quarter of 36 count aged paper.
Ooh.
And I know that this is a beautiful color.
36, huh?
36.
Beautiful.
And it's a wide grip base, so it's going to be nice and tight.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very excited. Aged paper. I mean, yes, please.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, please.
Yep.
So, very exciting. Thank you so much, Sherry. It was a fantastic choice.
Happy birthday.
Yes, and happy birthday. So, I will put the information for Stitchery Nook in the box below. If they're a shop that you've never
dealt with
before, I highly recommend. Their service is fantastic, and they ship quickly. So
there you go.
Okay, so I mentioned at the top of the show a little adventure that I went on. So on Thursday, I went up to Findlay, Ohio, to visit Craft Gallery with my amazing friend Colleen, who is on FlossTube as Rebel Stitcher. You probably have heard of her. And because she had a piece that she wanted to get framed. And so she said, do I want to go with her? She'd love a second opinion. And I said, absolutely, let's go. So I didn't make a big deal about it because I don't like when people make a big deal about me. So I just was like, I just want to go up there and unannounced and on a Thursday, and it was lovely. There was not a whole lot of people there, which was awesome. And Colleen had never been up there.
Right.
So I'm like, oh, this will be great. So she picked me up at 10 o'clock. We drove up there. It's about 2 hours from where I live, and had a fantastic day. And we have to go back because we got to pick up the finishing. The framing. So while I was up there, I took all of the projects for October that I was still needing fabric for, because as we've done a lot of times on this channel, we have gone up to Craft Gallery to look at fabrics. They carry lakeside linens. And an interesting factoid, I had not been to Craft Gallery since I started stitching on 40 count.
Oh, yeah.
So I never looked at their 40 count selection.
Right.
Now I have.
Yeah.
So, first I'll just show you the odds and ends that I got, and then I'll show you the things I got for projects.
Okay.
Okay. So, I got 3 charts, because I can't help myself. So, one is a new release from Brenda Gervais, and this is Autumn Gatherings.
Isn't that cute?
I love this so much. I think the finishing is super unique, and it's great. Keepsakes should be expecting their shipment next week. So, yay. And then I bought this because I've tried to order this from Hoffman like 1,000 times for Keepsakes, and it keeps being back ordered. So I said, you know what? It's at Craft Gallery, I might as well buy it. So this is from the Sew Together collection from Jeanette Douglas. This is number 8, and this is Silks and Wools.
Isn't that pretty?
I love that little shape.
Yeah.
And I mean, since I am trying needlepoint silk here soon, very excited about it. And then this was part of the most recent release from Plum Street Samplers, and this is Nightshade Bird. And here is what it looks like, all like wide, and it's so cute. She has a little crown on. It's just so adorable. I don't know if I'm gonna do the big I almost said potato tomato on top, but either way, it's still really cute. Nightshade Bird. Okay, now to fabric. So they have like stacks of 40 count, and like it's by design or by dye or whatever. So I went through and picked out, and then if there was like little pieces left, I was like, I'll just take that. So this is 40 count Lakeside Pearled Barley, and I got a 17 by 10 piece, and so these are all 40 counts, by the way. And then this is a 8 by 12 piece of Sand Dune. Love this. And then this is this is basically a fat quarter. It's 16 by 27 of Exemplar from Lakeside. So you can kind of see the differences there in those. And then I also got myself a 15 by 17 piece of 40 count ale from Pictures Plus.
I love ale.
I love ale too. Ale is very nice. Very nice. Okay. And then the two products I found fabric for are the following. First is a Blackbird Designs chart that I'm very excited to start because it's been one that I've wanted to stitch for a very long time. And then an amazing stitching friend of mine knew that it was my unicorn chart, and she sent it to me as a gift, which is beyond lovely. But this is Into All a Good Night by Blackbird Designs. This is extremely out of print. I saw a copy of this go for $199 on eBay last week, which is absolutely insane to me.
Yeah.
Hey, Barb, Alma, just re-release it, please.
Yeah.
Please, everybody wants to stitch it.
Yeah.
But like, look at that house. Yeah. So I'm going to stitch it all in the called for colors, and I'm going to stitch it on 40 count sand dune from Lakeside Linens. So very excited about that. Would you be so kind as to put that back?
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Here, you know, warm in the seat.
Right, listen to me talk. I'm really sorry. I don't mean this to be a speech, but I clearly spent more money this week. And then
you got a lot for what you spent.
I did. This is very true. And then this was when we were told that we could start anything we wanted in October. This was the first thing that I said I want to start.
It's not the whole month of October, by the way. It's not like Mania.
You don't need to know.
It's the 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th,
and 11th.
And 11th.
It's 5 days.
It's 5 days or
It's
4?
5 days. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Oh, Wednesday.
Because we would have left.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So the 7th, 8th, 9th,
10th, and 11th.
10th, and 11th of October. That's our stitch start window.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it is. So I was like, okay, well, I'm adding this for sure.
Yeah.
And this is Consider the Lilies by Heartstring Samplery. I love it. And I was just really struggling with fabric for it. It's exceptionally... I didn't want to do it on 28 count. I knew I wanted to do it on 40 count, so that's not a big problem. But Winter Brew was what she used for this, which is R&R fabric, which is just fine. However, it's so hard to find Winter Brew at this particular juncture. And obviously when Beth designed this chart, she did not know that we were going to be hitting a pandemic. Okay.
Right.
So, but I wanted to find something. I really loved the photo, and to me, the photo doesn't look like Winter Brew. And I get it, but I really like this. I love the pastel aspect of this. So I wanted something to kind of go along those lines.
Right.
And thanks to Craft Gallery and their awesome selection of linen, I was able to find a piece large enough of 40 count Murmur by Pictures Plus.
It's not showing up as pinky as it is.
It's
more like a melon.
peach.
Very pale melon, I would say. It's not showing up pink at all.
No.
Isn't that funny?
But just...
Maybe way back. Yeah. Yeah. There's a definite rose hue to it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
So just trust and believe that this is absolutely stunning.
Trust us.
Trust and believe.
Right.
But I saw this and I was like, and I said to Patty at Craft Gallery, hi Patty, I was like, what do you guys think? And I asked Colleen and she was like, absolutely. Yeah. So,
yeah.
I mean, so excited.
Yeah.
And because the last 2 threads that I got from the Stitchery Nook were 2 skeins of Gentle Art Terracotta that I needed for Consider the Lilies.
And that means you're all...
I mean, I can start this right now.
Excellent.
Excellent. Thank you.
She's struggling.
I was, because I need the book to face outward.
I will do it.
Love you. So, yeah, I had a great time at Craft Gallery. It was so much fun. If you are interested in trying out fabric.
She also took one of mine up.
Oh, yeah, I did. I took.
And I think you saw it on Instagram. It's my Lincoln from Carriage House.
Yep.
That I stitched several years ago.
Yeah.
And
picked out a really great frame. I video called
You
Pam.
know me and Lincoln and the Civil War and all
Thank
that
you
kind of
so much.
stuff.
I'm sorry, I'm paying.
So I said, I thought I had something. I actually had it laid out with an old frame from our stash, and it just wasn't big enough.
Yeah.
So while the girls were up at Craft Gallery,
Yeah.
they called and we laid out some things over the internet, and it was a success. So
It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about. I'm going to pick those up when they're ready.
Right.
And so a huge thank you to Craft Gallery
Absolutely.
and also to Colleen. I had a great day.
Yeah, it was great.
So came home. It was pouring
Right.
rain on Thursday. Came home, took a nap. It was lovely.
Right.
Okay. So that's all of my home.
Okay.
So
Do
now
we want to?
let's do this next.
All right. Let's give something away. We haven't done that in a while.
Yeah.
Not since our big bundle giveaway.
Yeah, but we got this in the mail from our lovely friend Wendy at From the Heart Needle Art. Hi, Wendy. I think you're a very sweet card. And she sent us her 2 new releases. And they're beautiful. And we want them to get in the hands of people that want to stitch them immediately. So, they are, the first one is a From the Heart reproduction. Mm-hmm. I hope I'm correct in saying this, but I feel like this is one of your first, reproduction samplers, Wendy. It's absolutely beautiful. Lovely. I'm just looking at the back information. And so you can do it in Dinky Dyes, Gloriana Silks, or Week Dye Works.
Yeah.
So
you got a lot of
flexibility, you know, or all 3, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so the first one is Hannah Hetherington.
Mm-hmm.
And there's actually 3 charts in here.
Mm-hmm.
So you get that top one with all the blues. And that one.
Mm-hmm.
And that one.
Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so if you would like, we're going to have 2 winners, 1 for each chart.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So, if you want to win Hannah Hetherington, tell us what you're most looking forward to about autumn. So, autumn.
Autumn is the
Autumn
operative word.
is the word.
Right.
Is the word. Okay. For 1, you can enter to win both, but you just can't. You can't win both. So if you want to enter for both charts, you can do that, but you can only win 1 chart at the end of the day. I think that makes sense. And then the second chart is called Quaker Bees, and it says, "The hum of bees is the voice of the garden." I know there's plenty of bee people out there.
Right.
Okay. And then, if you want to win this chart, Quaker Bees by From the Heart Needle Art, you're going to tell me what your favorite part about August is.
August.
What you love about August and what you love about autumn.
There you go.
Is that too confusing or is that okay?
No, let's go with it.
Okay. So when I search for a word, it will be August and autumn.
Right.
Okay. So, let me write that down so I don't forget. I'll explain all the things in the box below, but please be over 18. Please, we will ship internationally. There are some restrictions on that, but we'll double check if you live internationally if we are able to mail to you or not. And
my email is in the description box.
Yeah, but you don't need they don't need to email you.
Oh, that's right. That's for later.
Yeah, that's for when they win.
That's for when you win. Sorry.
And
you can tell we haven't done a giveaway in a while.
Right. And then also, please not say giveaway in your comment. If you say the word giveaway in your comment, it will get deleted. Because we want these amazing charts from Wendy to go to a home of a stitcher who will stitch them, not to some rando who just wants free stuff.
Correct.
Okay?
Correct.
Thank you so much. Cool.
All right.
So,
another thing we haven't done in a while is shout out other channels.
Yeah.
And we've got a couple of wonderful, wonderful floss tubers, and we want to make sure that you go over, give them some love.
Yes.
Hit like, hit subscribe, do all the things. The first one is...
I'm talking about this one.
Well, then go.
I know I didn't write it on the notes, but the first shout out we would love to give is to Janae. She has been a long time Pam and Steph fan and watcher, and she's always left lovely comments. She comments on our Instagram.
She watches other people besides us. She's,
I mean, oh yeah, well,
she's
yeah.
a FlossTube junkie.
Yeah, I don't like that word.
Well, FlossTube fan.
Yes, she likes to indulge in the FlossTube.
Yeah.
She's highly educated.
Yes.
And she decided to start her own channel, and she's exceptionally wonderful.
Yes.
And she lives in Omaha, which it also happens to be the home of Reflections, where another one of my favorite people live.
Right.
And so she is brand new to FlossTube, so she's made 2 videos, and also, would you say, a hoop review?
I think so. I think that was the last one. Was the hoop
Product review.
Product
so
review
she knows what she's talking about. She watches a lot of FlossTube. So we highly recommend you go check her out. And all
go
of her
check out
beautiful
Janae.
projects.
Yeah.
Love
Hi,
you,
Janae. And the other one that we just discovered, and we watched her today.
Yeah.
And we haven't finished it.
We have like 20 minutes left.
We are just very excited to introduce you to Sherry. She is Colorado Stitcher. And
Colorado Cross Stitcher.
Oh, Colorado Cross Stitcher. Sorry, Colorado Cross Stitcher. First name is Sherry, Sheri, and she is more of a sampler stitcher. She's done some beautiful, beautiful stitching that she shows you. And
I mean, just go for the hawk runs. Just go for the hawk runs. That's all I'm going to say. The hawk runs
that she's done, and her the changes that she's done to them are just so creative and wonderful.
And also, I need to know, Sherry, if you watch this video, did we meet at Galleria last year?
Yeah, because she was there.
Because once you talked about Galleria, I was like, okay, so she does look kind of familiar.
Yeah.
Did we meet? And I'm just a weasel and don't remember?
Yeah, yeah. Well, Galleria is crazy.
And yeah, it is. And we also she has such a fantastic history in the craft.
Oh yeah, you'll be intrigued.
And she has some other hobbies as well. So she's very, very, very lovely. We really enjoy her. Right. So we know that looking at the people that have commented on her first video, which she put out a week ago, a lot of the people have checked her out already, which is great.
Yeah.
But if you haven't, we highly recommend. She's amazing.
Colorado Cross Stitcher and Janae Combs.
Yay.
So there you
go. We will link both of their channels below. So go check them out.
Absolutely.
Okay. So as for plans, we, at this particular juncture, aside from potentially having our Secret Santa dinner in December.
Right.
2020 is now officially a wash for trips.
Yep, officially a wash.
We have decided to cancel our reservation at the Whistle Stop.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, like, the current health crisis, but, like, just some of us have a lot going on in our lives, and the risk is just far too high.
Right.
So, we're so bummed about it. It breaks our actual hearts to admit that. Admit that we have to cancel and that that's the best decision. But we are working together to try and have something fun happen that weekend here locally.
Yeah.
That doesn't involve interstate travel, that doesn't involve us in such close quarters, but we still want to at least see each other that weekend.
Right.
And so we have some stuff in the works, and so there should still be fun and antics, but so unfortunately we will not be making our annual trip to Tennessee this year, which I mean, at this point it's just like such as the case with 2020, right? So
exactly.
We will see what 2021 brings.
Right. You're going to get your hair cut this week?
I am, because as I was telling
mine is getting a little shabby, so
this is just bugging me.
Yeah.
But I am like really liking the length. So I guess I just got to deal with it, but I need the dead ends cut off.
Right.
And I got my nails done today.
Yeah.
These are my August nails. That's my favorite part about August, is bright, ridiculous nails.
Why in August? I don't know.
Because it's summer and it's fun.
Okay. All right, so that's just about going to do it.
Yeah.
We want to get our dinner going, and we want to get this uploaded for you all. Thanks for stopping by. We hope you're looking forward to a great week of stitching. And we
are for sure.
Come back and see us in a week, will you?
Please do.
And So
without you, we're just two broads talking to each other.
Yeah, that's our fun.
No.
Anyway, until next week, I'm Pam.
And I'm Stephanie.
And this is
Just Keep Stitching. Bye!